So moving into from the cross country season into track, a whole different story.
Yeah.
Cross country and track. Cross country more of a team type of thing. Still some team stuff in track, but you know, you had some great successes on the track. Your freshman year, 15:47.
Yes.
For the 5,000, finishing up pretty high, sixth was it?
Yeah, it was sixth place
at your national meet. And then this past season, finishing so close to a national title in the 5,000. Tell us about that race, watching it on TV, and how you kind of willed yourself to. I mean, you were surging, you were falling back. It looked like, and then toward the end, you just found enough to say, "Wow, look, I could possibly win." Tell us about your race.
Yeah. Well, going into the race, I had been thinking in my head, like at the beginning of the season, my goal was to get top 5 because I had been 6th the year before. I'm like, well, I need to do better than that. That could be my goal. And I remember one of our coaches, Jason Drake, he told me, because I was talking to him, I'm like, do you think a top 5 finish is like a good goal? Do you think that's possible? And he told me, he's like, no, if you go into a race without thinking you can win, like what's the point kind of deal? And he's like, there's no reason you couldn't win. What he said was kind of always in the back of my head, because I was like, if JD thinks it, like it can happen, because he doesn't, whenever he says something, you know he really means it. And so going into the race, like for the whole season, I kind of had a rough start to the season, having some problems with my hamstring, and just this beginning wasn't that good. But I was like, okay, like, again, like what matters is nationals, like Coach always tells us. And so I had gone into our regional meet. I won, and I ran 15:46, and that gave me so much confidence going into nationals. So it was me and my teammate Katie Flood were the distance girls who had qualified, and I had jokingly said on our way to the race, I'm like, oh, like, we're both going to win today, like, obviously. Just, like, kind of, like, kidding around. And then she was 40 minutes before my race, and I was warming up, and I stopped to try to, like, hear through the stadium, like, what was going on, because it was blocked off. And she won. I was like, oh, my gosh, like, she just won. So I was like, oh, I got to do it, too. And I had confidence. I've never always been like the most confident person, but I think that my confidence has improved a ton. And before that race, I'd, talking to my coach, and I was like, I know I could win. And he was kind of like just telling me, like, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, no one expecting you to win. Like, he thought I could do it, but he's like, if you don't, like, it's not going to be the end of the world, And I just really went out there. Like, I'm sure no one else thought I was going to win, but I thought I was going to win. And throughout the whole race, like, we went out extremely slow. It was brutally hot. They put us at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Des Moines. I don't know why, but so we went out really slow, and every lap I was like, oh, I just want to go to the front and like pick this up. But my coach was they were all at different points in the stadium. They were just telling me, like, be patient, don't go. It's always the first 2 girls who make moves never win. It's like the 3rd girl. And so I just kind of throughout the race I was getting so anxious, because I knew the slower we went, the faster it was going to be at the end. And I anticipated the last mile to be kind of when the move was made, and it was probably, I think it was with like 3 laps left. The girl from Colorado, Jessica Pixler, made a real big move, and I was like, okay, this is finally it. And I just knew, like, if I could hang on to the back of her, like, I knew I had good finishing speed, and that I could possibly pull it out. And there was I think it was about a lap and a half to go, and like a bigger move was made, and there was a breakaway kind of. And I told myself, it's like, well, if you don't go with this now, like, you're never going to catch up. So I really just kind of concentrated on sticking right behind them, and it helped because my teammate Katie, we always train together, and usually on like the faster stuff I'm behind her, so I just kind of chase her. So I was like just pretending like that was her almost, like practice. And I think that, I guess it was with maybe 300 to go, there was kind of like another surge put in, and I had almost started falling back, and then I was like kind of out of it. Like, I thought I was probably going to get like 2nd or 3rd with maybe 150, and then I could just, when you see the finish line, there's always just like another burst, and kind of had that final burst. And I thought with 50 meters left, I was like, oh, I've got her, because like whenever I have a strong finishing kick, I'm like, okay, like no one's gonna beat me when I can do that. But yeah, I passed her. Just like not even really past her, just got up next to her, and I thought I had it. And then with about 10 meters left, she just leaned a little farther, and I thought I had won when we finished. But then the scoreboard flashed up, and I was like, oh gosh, it was so close. But it was almost like I couldn't really be disappointed just because it wasn't that I told myself, I'm like, it's not that she was like 1,000 times better, like she just leaned farther. That's what I was telling myself. And I think that was huge for me, just kind of like that's where I've always wanted to be in college, and I think to actually be able to accomplish it is really gonna turn everything around for me.